Everyone loves a sandwich, right? But not many people realize the reason sandwiches even exist because of a British nobleman who didn't want to stop gambling. And today I'm going to show the truth about sandwiches in my cafe, how much they really cost me to make and how much I actually earn. Because sometimes what it looks like a £5 sandwich, it isn't what it seems behind the scenes. To be honest, this is a bacon sandwich and it will cost you £3.95 in my cafe if you ever visit. Before we break down the numbers, let's start with a bit of history, because this food has been the part of British life for centuries. And I need to make some coffees as well. The sandwich was actually born right here in Britain. The story goes that John Montagu, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, was deep into gambling game and he didn't want to leave the table. So he asked his servant to bring some meat in between 2 pieces of bread. So that way he could have eaten with one hand and keep playing cards with the other one. So that was it. The idea spread. And soon everyone wanted the same as sandwich. Fast forward into a few centuries, and the UK now eats over 11 billion sandwiches every single year. Because it's quick, it's cheap, and it's basically part of our national identity. Here's the first coffee ready, and here's the second one. All right, let's start with the king of British sandwiches, which is, as you guessed it, is bacon sarnie. So let's start cooking our bacon sandwich. Here's our lovely bacons. Let's put on the grill. The bacon sandwich became popular in the 1900s within the factory workers and the builders because, as you would guess, they would need something hot, cheap and filling. And guess what that is? That is a bacon sandwich. It is just bread, butter and bacon. It is a proper fuel for the day. And even now, every cafe sells it, including mine. I know for the last series of this video, it had some people commenting about the food I make, but don't worry guys, I do have everything fridged and I do everything under control, so I know what I'm doing. I do have certificate in food and hygiene as well, so I know you got a lot of you confused, but I do have timers around, so I don't leave the food outside for that amount of time. Everything is timed, everything is measured, so we do everything within the hygiene standards, and whoever eats my foods, they always love it. And just for the record, from the food hygiene rating, I do have 5 stars, as you can see. So it's fine, I do understand it, but don't worry, I do everything clean and hygienic. So also, if you haven't seen that video, I break down how much a full English breakfast costs, so I'll pop out somewhere around here, or if not, there's a link in the description. You can go check out how much a full English breakfast costs for me to make and how much it costs for me to sell on my cafe. You can go watch that video after you finish this one. So the bacon sandwich, I sell it for £3.95 at my cafe. And these 2 bacons, as you can see, they cost me around 43p for both of them. Let's get these on top of the bread. And for the bread, for the both of them, it cost me 16p. And you're gonna ask about the butter. I know I missed it in the last video, but it's 5p. So let's close this and cut it. How do you like your sandwich? Do you like it cut it this way or this way? Let me know in the comments. And here you go. This is the bacon sandwich. Of course, it doesn't come like this in my shop. Here is the plate. I give it with side salad. And the side salad will cost me 20p. So in total, this plate will cost me 84p. And if you subtract that from £3.95, that leaves me with a profit of £3.11. It sounds like a good profit, but wait till you hear the rest. Here you go. Here's our bacon sandwich ready, or bacon sarnie. Next up, BLT. Bacon, lettuce, tomato. It is simple, but it has a story of its own. First, we're gonna start cooking our bacons again. Look at these bacons, they look perfect. Let's start cooking them. But if you didn't know, also these are the back of the bacon. I think it's the best bacon. What do you think? Anyways, the BLT actually came from America around the early 1900s. And actually, it's evolved from the club sandwich. It really took off after the Second World War because, you know, when the fresh ingredients like lettuce and tomato, it became widely available again. So people thought, we do have the bacon sandwich, so let's put tomato and lettuce as well and see what happens. And as you guessed it, BLT came up and is seen as a modern version of the bacon sandwich. It's lighter, fresher, and a bit more balanced, I say. So let's start building our BLT. These are flip. So let's get 2 breads, put them here. I'm going to put butter. It's quite tough to do with one hand and record at the same time. So far the price is still the same. So the 2 bacons are still 43 pence each. The breads are still 16 pence for both of them. And the butter is 5p. But we're gonna get lettuce and tomato on top. Here is our lettuce, and here is the tomato. And that's it, that's the base ready. Let's get the bacons. I'll put the bacons on top. And I'm gonna close it and cut it again. And this is it, this is the BLT ready. But of course, if you ever visit Paradise, it comes with a side salad, as you know. And that would cost me 20 pence. So, in total, this plate will cost me 99p to make. And to buy this in my cafe, it will cost you £4.75. And the net profit will come to £3.76p. Still, sounds like a good profit. But once you hear the rest, I'm sure you will change your mind. But here we go. Here's our beautiful BLT. And finally, the classic ham and cheese. This one possibly goes back to 1700s, when Europeans started pairing ham and cheese together. And the idea is still the same: bread, butter, and ham and cheese. And guess what? It became a lunchbox and cafe staple after the 1900s. And even today, it's one of the most easiest and comforting sandwiches you can ever serve. Here you go, that's the ham in. And I'm going to put the cheese on. Well, to be honest, it all depends how you like it. If you want as a sandwich in my cafe, it will just come like this: cheese, ham, and bread and butter. But of course you can get it toasted as well. It's totally dependent on your taste. And this is it, it's ready. Let me give it a cut. Here is the ham and cheese sandwich. As you know by now, it comes with a salad, of course. And here is our plate, it's ready. So then how much is it? Well, in Paradise Cafe, it will cost you £4.15 to buy this sandwich. Ham will set me back 10 pence for 2 pieces of ham. Cheese will set me back 30 pence because we use mozzarella high quality cheese, and I think it is really nice. And you know, the butter is 5p and the bread for both of them is 16 pence. And the salad next to it is still the same, 20 pence. And altogether, this will cost me 81p to make. And that leaves me a profit of £3.34p. Still sound good, isn't it? £3 profit minimum for each sandwich. But that's not the case. So these are the simplest food you can ever make in my cafe, and it adds up quite fast if you sell hundreds of these a week. By saying that, I do break down how much my cafe makes in a month and how much profit I make and how much I spend on ingredients, rent, wages, and all that stuff. So there's a video down here or in the description. You can go check that out and give it a like after you finish this video if you really want to know about how much it cost me to run a cafe like this. And also, if you didn't know, I used to be a London bus driver, and one day I decided to start my own business. So I had no experience or anything. And now, as you can see, I'm making sandwiches and I'm explaining to you how much it costs to make one and how much profit I make. So far it's been a good journey and it's going good so far. And I'm enjoying it. That's what really matters. And it is worth it. So if you have a plan to start a business, there's a free PDF file in the description which you can download, which made me successful. It's all the 10 strategies I use myself. There's a link in the description, so you can go check that out. But if you want further mentoring, there's a link in the description as well for that too, which you will get my coaching as well. Go check the description out. You'll see everything there. But if you open up a physical store and want me to help you in person, just DM me on Instagram and I can come and help you for a fee, of course. But anyways, when you add up everything, the ingredients, the rent, the wages, the business rates, all this stuff, energy, packaging, you start to see why so many cafes are struggling. And it is for real. People think you're making big margins, but the reality is cafes survive on tiny profits, and it's actually built one sandwich at a time. It is quite tough to run a business in this economy, but I'm trying my best. And it is working out for me. So if you live closer, come say hi to me, come try my food. I'll be more than happy. And so next time when you grab a sandwich, remember, you're not just paying for the bread and bacon. You're paying for the lights, the rent, the team, and the dream behind it. That's the truth about my cafe, what I actually earn and what it actually costs. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more behind the scenes of Paradise Cafe, hit the subscribe button now because I do post every week. showing you what it's really like to run a cafe in the UK. And I don't think you would want to miss those videos. By saying that, go check this video out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Thank you. MrTasar made another video. If you liked it, press subscribe down below.